Hi again everyone, and welcome to part 6 of our series on English parts of speech. In this video, we'll be talking about prepositions. As always, we'll start with a definition, and then we'll talk about how to identify prepositions, and then we'll move on to discuss prepositional phrases. So, let's start with that definition. A preposition shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and the things around it. Prepositions are words like on, in, through, with, and etc. The classic example is a cat in a tree. Any word that you can think of for how the cat can interact with the tree is going to be a preposition. The cat can be on the tree, above the tree, can go through the tree, around the tree, and so on. You might see the cat with the tree or without the tree, or you might see the cat before the tree or after the tree. You get the idea. When we're trying to identify a preposition, it's usually because we have two nouns or pronouns that have something to do with each other, and a preposition helps connect them. Unlike adjectives or adverbs, there aren't questions prepositions answer, so instead it helps to simply look for words that help connect two nouns or pronouns to each other. When I was in middle school, we actually had to memorize a list of 40 prepositions, and for whatever reason I still have it memorized. And memorizing some of the more common prepositions, even if you don't get all 40, can be helpful. So here's my list. Let's see how fast I can still do it. Alright, 3, 2, 1. About, above, across, after, against, along, or at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, beyond, by, down, during, for, from, in, inside, to, near, of, off, on, out, outside, over, past, through, throughout, to, toward, under, until, up, upon, with, without. Even if you only learn a handful of those, it will help immensely in finding prepositions in sentences. Finally, let's talk about prepositional phrases and objects. I've said a few times now that prepositions tell us the relationship between two nouns or pronouns, in a formula that usually goes something like noun or pronoun 1, then a preposition or a prepositional phrase, and then noun or pronoun 2. In addition, that second noun or pronoun is what we call the object of the preposition. It's the thing that is connected to the first noun or pronoun. Any words that come between the preposition and the second noun or pronoun, including that second noun or pronoun, are part of what we call the prepositional phrase. For example, if we have the sentence, I am going to the park with my friend Tim, we have two prepositions, the word to and the word with. If we look at those prepositions and then move along the sentence to find the next noun or pronoun, we end up with two prepositional phrases, to the park and with my friend Tim. Note that the prepositions are in light gray and the objects of those prepositions are in green. Now you try. Pause the video when the sentence comes up and see if you can identify the prepositional phrases. I'll give you a hint. There will be 4 of them. Here's the sentence. We are going to wait in the house with our gifts for him to arrive to the surprise party. Pause the video now and try to find the prepositional phrases. Okay, so did you find them all? I made it pretty tricky. The prepositional phrases are in the house, with our gifts, for him, and to the surprise party. Now, what about to wait and to arrive? Why aren't those prepositions? Well, if we look a little more closely at them, wait and arrive aren't nouns, they're actually verbs. In those cases, the word to is acting as part of a special kind of verb called an infinitive. We didn't cover those in the verbs video, but I've talked about them before in my video on verbals. But I wanted to show you that just because a word is sometimes a preposition, it won't always be, so be careful and make sure you're checking for an object every single time. Okay, that about wraps up our introduction into prepositions. As always, leave questions in the comments, and thanks for watching.